This is absolutely ridiculous. How am I even gonna remember all this for the video? Wife's gonna friggin' kill me.
Sledaddicz is brought to you by Team Vincent Motorsports, Bergstrom Carbides, Ledger Performance, Ultimax Belts, Stud Boy Studs, and Radio World.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And as you can see, we got a lot of gear. This video, I'm gonna cover off all the gear that we're gonna be using for the upcoming 2025 season. And as you can see, there's a lot of it. Over the years, I've gotten a lot of questions every year. What gear is best? What do we prefer? Why do we use, these boots over these boots? Why do we choose, a mono suit over a two-piece? And what I wanted to do was just get a whole pile of stuff together, show you guys what we're using and why we're using it. And I'm not gonna go into like the individual specifics for each of the suits, but I'm gonna give you guys just a general overview of what some of the new gear is from Skidoo this year, some of the climb gear that we've been using, and also we've got some stuff from PTG that we've been testing, which is pre-production stuff last year. And really, I think the idea is to just give you a sense as to what's out there. Some of the premium quality stuff as far as clothing and suits that are available to you. And again, it's totally up to you as far as what your preference is, but we can certainly give you some input and some feedback based on what we've experienced over the years. And certainly at the end of this season, what I want to do is do a bit of a review on each of the suits and give you guys a more detailed overview as well. So stay tuned for that. All right, so as you can see, there's a ton of stuff here, and Skidoo has been awesome. They sent us a pile of gear this year to really try and test for our sleds. And what I will do is I'm gonna start with some of the jackets and snow pants, obviously, first. We've got a mono suit as well, but on this side of the house, this one here probably is gonna be one of the most interesting suits, I think, yet for us to try. This is the Vasa jacket from Skidoo. So far from everything that I've seen, this is one of the unique ones that's actually a floater suit that it really fits nicely and it fits comfortable. One of the things I've noticed from past years with the floater suits is they're always feeling like they're super bulky. And part of the reason is obviously because of the built-in flotation that they have. But this suit, actually, when you put it on, it feels like a normal suit. Sure, it's got a little bit more to it, but I was able to actually find this one quite comfortable and I can move around in it a lot. My biggest thing is like restriction when it comes to the suits. And this Vasa jacket from Skidoo looks like it's gonna be a pretty nice jacket for trail riding. Especially, if you do a lot of ice fishing too, or even if you're just traveling a lot over lakes, rivers, that kind of thing. This could definitely be a winner for us this year. I love the look of it. The cool thing, right off the bat with all the Skidoo suits that I really like is because we use E-Link, all the jackets actually have inside of them a set of clips, and I'll try to get some close-ups for you, but they call this the E-Link system. So you can actually run the wire really nicely on the inside right-hand side of the jacket opening, and just clip your E-Link from your pants all the way up the side and then out the back, top back of the helmet. So that's gonna be super, super nice suit. This one here, the Exodus jacket, is also a really nice jacket. Again, they're all sort of like bomber styles. The big difference, I think, between these two really is the flotation. This is gonna be kind of your super warm trail type jacket that you'd use, and definitely for cold weather riding. This will be a great jacket. Love the colors on this one, kind of a unique combo. All the jackets also with Skidoo have a ton of storage and pockets, and big pockets too, which I like just for keeping keys, wallets, that sort of thing. And then the two main differences again with this one here is this one's got a hood on it, this one doesn't. I expect this one to be a super, super warm jacket for trail riding. So this should be really sweet. And again, all the jackets from Skidoo have openings under the arm, really good ventilation. That's a key thing. One of the things for me is I always find that I'm working hard and I'm sweating a lot. And ventilation throughout the jackets is really important to me. I need to make sure that I can get cold air through those jackets. And all these jackets actually that you see here will do that. So I'm gonna be running this year the Vasa jacket for sure and the Exodus jacket from Skidoo. And those are gonna be kind of my two primary trail types coats that I'll be wearing. And then with that, I've also got a set of Strava hybrid pants, so you can check those out online. And again, it's kind of like, it's not their full sort of trail type pant. Those are the ones that Jesse's gonna be wearing, which are the Exodus pants, but these are kind of more of a hybrid type pant. Probably allow for a little bit more ventilation as well in them. Not, again, super bulky. I do not like bulky gear. And you know, those should work really well. I tried them on, the fitment seems great. I'm a bit of a short guy, so pants are key. I gotta have them fitting perfectly, otherwise, you know, you step on the bottoms when you're rolling around. The other one here is, this is a great option. So if you guys have watched any of the videos, I've been sort of back and forth. I run mono suits probably the last 3 or 4 years. And this year I got this opportunity to get the Enduro suit from Skidoo. So this is the new one-piece suit that they've got. And what's really cool, again, I kind of went back to that E-Link system, but even for a mono suit, this has an E-Link system built into it as well. And I thought that was actually, this is probably the most unique thing for any of the mono suits, because they've got a hole actually on the front here. And again, I'll try to get some close-ups of this, but what you do is you can attach your BRP desk key, right, to the D-ring here, and then you can actually run it up through the mono suit. And same thing on the inside of the mono suit, you've actually got the clips for the cable as well. So I thought that was really slick. 2 huge pockets on the knees, 2 big pockets again on the side front here, and then you've got tons of air venting as well. All the mono suits typically have a hood on them. And so far, I actually did get to try this one a couple weekends ago. Super lightweight. It doesn't even feel like you're wearing anything. And I think this is gonna be a winner for a mono suit as well. So I'm excited to put some more miles on this one and you know, just put it to the test and see how it does. But again, for warmer conditions, this is sort of a thinner mono suit. I would say I'd be interested to see how it's gonna do in really cold temps. Not really sure, but it's definitely a great option and a lightweight option, which I like. So I'm gonna test this out. We'll see, hopefully up in Cochrane, we'll get some really cold temperatures over the next couple of weeks and I can give that one a try. For the Lynx, this is the Stamina suit. And again, this one's out of Sympatex material, so it's a really lightweight suit. Probably the lightest of everything that you see here. It's a really thin suit. Not quite sure, haven't tried it yet. It's a beautiful looking suit, but we've got a set of Stamina pants to go with it. And this, I would say, is probably the thinnest out of everything here. I would say this is probably the lightest weight gear from any of the suits that are up here. And I'm excited to try this one too. My curiosity is, you know, is this really gonna be a warm suit? It's kind of really meant for that crossover type riding, crossover type suit. And, you know, I would say for the warm weather days, definitely this on the Lynx, and then, you know, this one here for sure on either or for a mono suit. I think will be great for some of those warmer riding days. But again, I will test them just to see how they do in, you know, super cold, -20, -30 Celsius conditions, and see, you know, see how warm they are. Definitely for comfort, breathability, and for maneuverability as well. These 2 suits are great so far. They feel really light. Honestly, like you're not wearing anything. And then the last one here from Skidoo as well. So this is the one that that Jesse will be rocking. So this is the Exodus jacket. It's really one of their higher end sort of trail model type jackets. Seems like it's really nicely designed at least, and also really thick. I think this is probably going to be the warmest of the bunch. And even if you look at these Exodus pants, they've actually got like a felt lining on the inside. So I would say probably out of the bunch here, that's probably what I'm expecting to be the warmest suit from the pack this year, and Jesse's going to be running that hopefully in a couple of weeks, and give us some feedback on, you know, what he thinks. But this is kind of more of your, you know, in the past, if you looked at like sort of the Team X suits, that sort of thing, I think that's sort of what the equivalent is for this one. But the Exodus pants are also great because we typically don't like the full bibs. Jesse and I really like the ones that are just sort of more like pants. So it has kind of the rear piece that comes up, but they're really kind of cut off in the front and doesn't have kind of a full bib. That's our preference. Part of the reason is because we wear a tech vest underneath. We don't want to have kind of that extra bib sort of bunching up, and I always find that it makes them feel a little bit more uncomfortable. So that's kind of typically how we've been running our bibs for probably at least the past 5 years. We don't run a full set of bibs, so I'm looking forward to hearing what he thinks on this suit. It's a really nice looking suit, and again, all kind of the same features that you would get across all the skidoo suits, and should be a great trail setup. A couple of other ones that we're also excited about. So this is a new suit from Tech Rider, and we actually got a chance to demo and test this last year. It's a pre-production suit, not even out yet. Our friends over at Tekvest, which, you know, we're huge fans of, big supporters of. We do ride with Tekvest since I was a kid, and you know, we got a chance to try, I got a chance to try that suit last year. Really, really liked it, especially the jacket. It's super, super lightweight, very thin, but very warm. So that one, you know, I got a chance to put a couple of rides on last year, and we'll put it to the test again this year. Love the pants as well. Really more sort of thicker, almost like kind of like a knee pad sort of built in around the knees. You can see there's padding throughout the pants. So they're a little bulkier, but they fit great, they felt great. I was definitely a fan of that one last year. The other thing I think that was really unique with the Tech Rider suit is he actually has integrated venting on the sleeves, and that's the only jacket that I've seen that does that. So it's not just under the armpits. So all the suits typically out there in market, you know, even the FXR stuff will always have your under armpit venting. But the PTG stuff actually is really cool. You can open up the vents on your sleeves, and it actually drives airflow right throughout the jacket. So that was a really neat feature for that. And like I said, I'm not getting into sort of specifics. I'm just trying to give you guys a bit of an idea of what's out there, what we ride in, what we're going to be trying. And again, hopefully it helps you with just more information about some of the different suits that are out there. The last one here is my Climb Instinct jacket. So that's a new jacket for me this year. I love the look of it. Design-wise, it's killer. It's got a really cool sort of camo look to it up top with the orange, and I love orange. And then I actually bought these pants from Jesse last season because he didn't need them, and he had an extra set. So those are the Climb Chaos pants. And again, just sort of talking about the idea that we just like the pant to be cut at the waist, not a full bib. And I've run the Chaos stuff in the past. I've always liked it. I ran an Instinct jacket last year as well on one of my trips, and I had an orange one last year, which I sold this year. And again, kind of full hood, really good looking jacket, very comfortable. We've always been a fan of the Climb stuff. And you know, I've been an ambassador with them for the last couple of years. They make great quality gear. And I'm excited to try this one. I think it's pretty much the same jacket that I was wearing last year. There's no real changes to the jacket, but again, we'll give you guys some feedback. You can never go wrong with the Climb stuff. Absolutely love their gear. All right, so that takes care, I would say, of all of the, at least all the suits that we're gonna be kind of playing around with this year. And again, we're really fortunate enough that we actually get to try some of this stuff. It's really hard to make decisions on suits, I find, and there's not a lot of information out there until you actually get it out on the trail and you ride it and you put it to use and you get a pile of miles or you get a season in on it to really make any informed decisions about how good the gear actually is. The other thing I have noticed typically with the skidoo gear is it's extremely warm. If you want like the warmest gear out there, I would say for sure, even the past X Team suits that I used to run, I would find myself very warm. So on those minus 30 plus days, like they're extremely good suits to wear and you will definitely be warm in them. And they're just, again, really, really super, super comfortable. So along with the gear, we'll be trying the Advex again this year. So I started running this helmet last year. And again, it pairs up really nicely for a trail riding helmet. I love the fact that it's got a peak on it. And you guys have seen hopefully a lot of our videos where we've talked a lot about some of the differences with helmets to help you make some educated decisions on what helmets might work best for you. But I'm gonna be pairing that Advex helmet with some of the different suits here this year. And then also this year, and kind of new for this year, will be the Oxygen Flow carbon helmet with the new Flow visor. So looking forward to seeing how much better that helmet actually is going to work with having the added airflow and just being able to really control and dial in the temperature within that helmet. Because in the past we have found that those Oxygens are great helmets, but they're super warm. So I'm excited to try that, and we'll sort of pair that up again with all the different suits that we're going to try. And those are two great helmets that we absolutely love that have done very well for us. Now, I got some questions too, around how do we pack all this stuff? And two of my favorite things out there, I love a nice gear bag. That one's a little smaller, and I've been using it for some of the lighter weight stuff over the years. It's a couple years old, I think, that particular bag, but get yourself a gear bag. There's lots of choices out there. I love the skidoo bags. In fact, this one here also, it's probably like 5 or 6 years old, but this is a wicked bag. It's actually built by Ogio, and that's how you get all your gear around. You can put your boots in there, you can put your helmet in there. I've got my tech vest in there. It's really important just to keep your stuff organized, and I just love the fact that there's some options out there, at least for different size bags, to throw all your gear into it and just help you efficiently manage getting it, in and out of the trailer and into the hotel room. Stay organized, get yourself a bag. I think Skidoo is still making these with Ogio, if I'm not mistaken. That's the 9800 sled bag. And then this is kind of more of like a smaller gear bag. I've also used this one just as a duffel bag if I'm going away for long periods of time, like I'm about to leave for Cochrane for 2.5 weeks. I'll probably even just use this for clothing. So definitely, make sure you get yourself a gear bag. Now for boots, I've been using these for quite some time. So this is a go-to boot for me over the years, which is from Klim. And it's got the BOA system on it. So it's really easy to do these up and tighten them up. Great boot. So I think they've got like the GTX boot and then the Adrenaline, which is this one here. So these have been amazing. And I've used these for probably the last 3 years now. And this year, Skidoo boot is going to be on the docket as well for us to try. So we did get the new Tech Plus Ultra boots, which I've already tried them on. They're super comfortable. It's got a little bit more lining in these compared to the Klim boots. And boots are always kind of a big topic around, what works best and what feels comfortable. I like kind of the more snowcross style boot that are out there. FXR's also got a bunch of boots that are this particular style, but when I talk to buddies like Chris Ledger, he loves the Baffin stuff, which is really just kind of an old school, really proven, bigger boot. It really just depends on what you're looking for. For us, we've done really well with the Klim boots, and like I said, this year we're excited to try the Tech 2 Plus boots, so we'll see how these go. All right, last but not least, same thing. I don't like my helmets just, getting thrown around the truck or the trailer. So we've got a couple, and I think these are probably like 10 years old. But get yourself some helmet bags. These are great, super easy to store your helmet away along with the cords. Keeps them in great condition, no scratching of the lenses or anything like that. I'm a little bit crazy. I'll still put my helmet bag on first and then put them inside the helmet bag that I've got, the carry bags. But I've got 2 of these. These are the Ogio head case bags, and these are awesome for storing your helmets. So definitely check those out. And again, just make sure that you keep them in really good condition and that you have no scratches on those lenses. They can be very expensive to replace. All right, guys, well, This is the ridiculous wall of gear for this year. You're gonna see us out on the trails and in videos, you know, trying, testing, giving some feedback around some of the different suits that we've got from Skidoo, from Klim, from PTG. And again, I just wanted to get you guys some information, some preliminary information about some of the different suits out there. And like I said, if you guys have questions, which we do get every year around some specifics with the gear, we're gonna try to bring you as much content as we can this year to hopefully, again, educate you and give you some more information about the different suits and what's good for what conditions and what type of riding you're doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video again, and thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.